I am back out at Allerton Park. This time I am hiking what I believe is the Brown Trail. This sculpture is called Death of the Last Centaur. So we're right here. We're going to go down, do this loop, come back, and come up this way. That's going to be the plan. Looks like it is going to be about 3 miles. And the park seems like it was pretty busy today. There were a couple of cars up at the trailhead. I think I hear a voice or two up ahead of me, but it's really pretty quiet out here. So just off to my right here, there is a hill, and on top of that hill, the road runs. So I'm getting occasional road noise, but it's not too bad. It's a road through the park. It isn't a main road. All right, I'm at an intersection. So I'm gonna head out this way. I'm gonna loop around. I'll end up coming back here and then crossing to here. It appears there's a bit of a paved road under all of this. Don't know where it ultimately led or why it was paved. Walking through all these tall grasses makes me realize I haven't been out to Meadowbrook or Buffalo Trace in a while. So I may head out there tomorrow after work. It was too far away to pick up, but there's a pileated woodpecker up there in the trees. So up ahead of me I can see the base of a statue. I came out here several months ago, and the road that I mentioned earlier comes out to this sculpture, and there's a circle drive around it, and then the only way back out is the way you came. The road I'm walking on appeared to be an exit, showed up on my GPS as a road, And I thought I could get out this way, and it's blocked off up here and is no longer an exit. This piece is called The Sunseeker. The story of the acquisition of the Sunsinger is amusing. Fortunately, it has a spectacularly happy ending. When Robert and John Allerton saw the huge Sunsinger statue standing in the harbor in front of the Royal Palace in Stockholm, Robert felt it would be perfect in a smaller size in his library terrace. Robert and John went to the studio of Carl Mills, the sculptor. There in his garden was a small replica of the Sunsinger, but it didn't have any arms or a head. When the enormous crate arrived at the farms, Robert and John thought it most certainly must have been well packaged because it was so large. As they began to unwrap the box, they realized a misunderstanding. Carl Mills had made the Sunsinger not the size of the one in the garden, but the size of the one in the harbor. Since placing this monumental figure close to the house, as originally planned, would have meant that it looked into the upstairs bedroom windows, a new location had to be created. The Mills sculpture has a symbolic meaning. The first version in Stockholm was a commemorative piece to the Swedish poet Esaias Tegnér. In Tegner's poem, Song to the Sun, he speaks of the sun as a fallen angel who refuses to rise unless coaxed by a pleasant song. Mills took this basically Christian poem and combined it with his own idea of classical Greek mythology. Mills' singer is Phoebus Apollo, the sun god, the brilliant, beautiful god of truth, light, and all that is civilized in mankind. This low area that's paved, I believe, fills with water when it's wet, so that would help protect the ground and keep you from getting stuck. Take the left fork here. Looks like the Sangamon River is just up ahead on the right. In bas-relief on the circular base of the figure are 9 muses who form Apollo's entourage. Each of these women can be recognized by their attributes: Clio for history, Urania for astronomy, Melpomene for tragedy, Thalia for comedy, Terpsichore for dance, Calliope for epic poetry, Erato for love poetry, Eutrope for lyric poetry, and Polyhymena for songs of the gods. On the Sunsinger's helmet is the flying horse Pegasus, the horse of muses and poets. Come to another junction. The Sangamon River is right back here. The trail I hiked the other day, I believe, is right across the river there. The dramatic setting for the Sunsinger was designed by John Gregg. The 13-plus foot bronze colossus and its base is the center of a 3-tiered platform of concentric circles in the middle of a 5-acre area. The 2 inner circles are made of concrete and the outer is of Japanese yew. The altar of heaven in the Forbidden City in Beijing was the inspiration for John's design work. The work was completed in 1932. I'm down here by the Sangamon River on the Brown Trail. I don't know that this trail gets a lot of traffic. It does get some. I saw some footprints in the mud back there, but there's a lot of overhang on this trail, and if I'm honest, I'm not feeling this trail like I have the others here in the park. It's all right, but it's more like the Whispering Pines Trail out at Walnut Point State Park. If I come back out here to Allerton Park, I wouldn't hike this trail again, I don't think. There are other much nicer trails here in the park. Looks like they've come through here with some kind of weed whip, brush hog, something, and cleared some of this area. Just take a little side trail here down the Sangamon River. Just off to the right here is a low area. I suspect this is the old channel to the river, which is just beyond the plants on the other side of this low area. Looks like there's an old bridge there. Alright, we're coming up to the junction. I am going to head back towards the parking lot. Alright, if I take off here to my right, I could take the yellow trail, which would add a little bit of distance, or I can take the trail back to the parking lot, which is what I'm going to do. I'm just not really enjoying this trail. It's a beautiful day out, perfect day for hiking. I'm just kind of about the trail. That is the statue of the death of the Last Centaur up there. I am almost back to the beginning. Well, I am almost back to the car. Looks like it's going to be about an hour and 25 minutes and about 3.5 miles. It's an alright hike. Honestly, if I were to come out and do it again, I might hike out to the sculpture of the death of the Last Centaur, which is not very far out, and that'd probably be it. I might hike down the stairs and to the other set of columns, but I wouldn't go much beyond that. If you have any suggestions of where you'd like to see me hike, let me know, and thanks for joining me.